Welcome back to the English Vocabulary Builder online course. This is lesson 18. And in this lesson, you are going to learn some vocabulary and phrases about the topic of food. This is part 1. So, scrumptious, scrumptious. This is when the food has a really nice taste. For example, the pasta dish I had at the restaurant was scrumptious. Scrumptious. So bloated. Bloated. This is when your stomach is full and you cannot eat any more food. For example, I have already eaten pasta and potatoes. I can't eat any more. I'm bloated. Bloated. To be picky. To be picky. This is when someone who is very careful about choosing only what they like or what they want to eat. For example, he didn't want to eat pasta, vegetables or meat. He is really picky. To be picky. So, scrumptious, bloated, to be picky. Leftovers, leftovers. This is the food that remains after you have eaten. For example, there were still leftovers from the children's plates. Leftovers. To be peckish. To be peckish. This is when you are a little bit hungry. For example, in the early evening, I began to feel a bit peckish, so I had a snack. To be peckish. Bland. Bland. This is when the food is boring and not interesting, tasteless. For example, the meal was pretty bland and tasteless, so I didn't eat a lot. Bland. So, leftovers, to be peckish, bland. Welcome to part 2. Part 2, you will learn idioms about food. To have a sweet tooth. To have a sweet tooth. This is when you really enjoy eating sweet foods, mainly chocolate. For example, I love eating chocolate and sugary foods. I think I have a sweet tooth. To have a sweet tooth. To have egg on your face. To have egg on your face. This is when you are humiliated in front of people because something you tried to do went wrong. Basically, people were laughing at you, okay? So, for example, if this plan at work fails, I'll have egg on my face. To have egg on your face. To cry over spilt milk. To cry over spilt milk. This is when you are wasting time worrying about something that has already happened and that cannot be changed. For example, I shouldn't have paid so much for the car, but there's no point crying over spilt milk. To cry over spilt milk. So, to have a sweet tooth, to have egg on your face, to cry over spilt milk. To be the breadwinner. To be the breadwinner. This is when a member of a family who earns the money that the family needs to survive, to eat, okay? So, for example, I work all day in order to provide food for my family because I am the breadwinner. To be the breadwinner. To eat like a bird. To eat like a bird. This is when you always eat a small amount of food. For example, you eat like a bird. I don't know how you stay so healthy. To eat like a bird. To eat like a horse. To eat like a horse. This means to be really hungry. So, for example, I did not eat all day, so I went to the restaurant and ate like a horse. To eat like a horse. So, to be the breadwinner, to eat like a bird, to eat like a horse.